Hello, welcome to the storm update. We won't be doing our usual weather video tonight. We're reporting on the storm. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to do that. But we've got rain, pretty much steady, occasionally heavy rain. It's been that way all day, just a general rainy day. And definitely seen some wind gusts out there. Nothing crazy, gusting to the 20s. Let's see, Farmingdale's gusting to 36 miles an hour. Islip's gusting to 24 miles an hour. Not until you get a little further out east that you start seeing some of the stronger wind gusts, like 39 miles an hour at Montauk Airport, or some of these buoy reports here, whereas a nearly 50 mile an hour wind gust here at this buoy right here, 45 mile an hour wind gust over here. Jersey Shore is seeing the winds pretty bad here, 43 mile an hour wind gust at Seagirt, 45 mile an hour at South Seaside Park. So these are the stronger wind gusts that we have right now, but the wind will wind up getting a lot worse tonight. Again, we have that high wind warning in effect for Suffolk County, east of the William Floyd. I guess that's generally east of the William Floyd, eastern Suffolk County, and wind advisory for Long Island, New York City, most of New Jersey except the northern part of it, northwestern part of it, and another high wind warning for coastal New Jersey, mainly the barrier islands that are along the Jersey Shore. Got another radar to look at here. You can see the rain pretty much going on here. Let's go and look at the power outage situation. We have 1,790 customers out of power. Nothing crazy yet. These numbers are going to go way up later tonight when the winds get worse. JCP&L has 2,537 customers out of power. So nothing crazy. This is the storm on the satellite image here that we have here. So there it is. Pretty much see it right there. We'll take, if you want to take a larger look at it, I guess we can do that as well. To just get the size of this thing. Here it is on the CONUS. All right. So anyway, we'll take a look at how much rainfall we've gotten so far. Obviously, temperatures have been pretty steady in the upper 50s, low 60s, damp. Let's see how much rain we've gotten so far in the past 24 hours, and we've gotten about, out east, looks like some reports close to an inch, 1.21 inches in Eastport. Plenty more to fall, 0.84 at Gabreski Airport. Let's see, Islip, 0.84 at Islip, 0.84, 0.64, 0.64. Less is yet further west. Jersey Shore closing in on an inch. Toms River. Got plenty more rain to fall. So let's go take a look at the models next. We'll actually go look at the briefing from the Weather Service there for a moment. I mean, nothing's really changed too much from last night. I don't know if they even put a new briefing up. They did put another one up. Really, I mean, pretty some widespread moderate to scattered areas of major flooding during times of high tide tonight and Monday. This is going to be the biggest impact. Damaging winds across eastern parts of Long Island. And a long-duration rainfall of 1 to 3 inches of rain. Those are the hazards that we've got so far right now. Potential for major coastal flooding has decreased slightly. So slightly, a slight risk in the a slight decrease in the risk. So let's go look at the models next, and obviously our storm here. So you can see our storm. You can see those isobars tightening up. This is the GFS. Let's just go to the European already. So you can see those isobars tightening up tonight. That rain continues, heavy at times with the strong winds. You can see that secondary low there kind of forming. It's not quite as strong. You can see it kind of forming closer in. That rain could probably linger around through tomorrow, though not quite as heavy. And then the winds slowly die off and the low pulls away. Slowly. All right? That's pretty much the consensus of what we have. If we look at the European here, you'll see another, at least since this run was taken, another 1 to 2 inches possible for rainfall. Let's go look at some of the more short-range models. We do have the 0Z HRRR in, and this is what the 0Z is saying. Some areas could see, particularly on the northern parts of the Jersey Shore, the 2, perhaps as much as 3 inches. For eastern Long Island, same thing, and for the rest of Long Island, around an inch, according to this. So let's go look at the HRRR precipitation. So You can see here that the rain does become a little more showery as we head into tomorrow morning and into tomorrow. There'll still be some showers around, though. As we head later into the day, it looks like the showers become a little less numerous and eventually start dissipating by Tuesday morning, though it looks like it's got another round developing around Tuesday morning, but that would be very light sprinkles most likely at that point. Dew points and wind flow, this is what we watch out for the winds. So you see the winds at northeast actually stay in that direction tomorrow, pretty much northeast, and they do actually turn a little more easterly actually as we get into the afternoon, and the humidity kind of rises a little bit, and that could help fuel maybe some of those scattered showers there. And then we see the winds turn back to the northeast, northeast on Tuesday, but still pretty breezy conditions as you see there. The temperatures are pretty much going to be staying steady. Upper 50s tomorrow, maybe warming up a little bit, maybe closer to upper 60s maybe tomorrow. And then Tuesday is still going to stay rather cool and cloudy probably. So that's what the HRRR has. Let's look at the NAM. Don't have enough of the 0Z NAM in. Let's go take a look at that. Don't worry, we'll get to our wind map in a moment. Here's the NAM. Similar idea. All right. And HDRPS, which will be our other model we'll look at here. This is going to be the H18Z run here. So the HDRPS has a large area of heavy rain actually developing for eastern Long Island here. And just as the rain lingering, and then another area of downpours coming in, perhaps even a thunderstorm in the afternoon there. And then finally, that's the HDRPS, and that looks like that would really give us a lot of rain. If that were to verify, Long Island, at least Suffolk County, could see another 2, maybe 3 inches of rain on top of what we've seen since this afternoon. So that would be what the HDRPS has. Let's go back to the NAM because I didn't show that. Let's the NAMs. NAM's a little bit less, a little bit on the lighter side. So let's shift over now, talk about the wind situation. Go to Vent to Sky. Look at wind gusts here. Obviously, we haven't seen anything too crazy yet, but it's going to get worse as the night goes on. So right now, nothing too crazy, but let's move this to a little after midnight. This is when things are going to start getting a little worse. As you can see, the 50-mile-an-hour gusts out east, 40s for us. As we make our way toward a little later into the wee hours of the morning, that's when it's going to get worse. I think the worst of the wind's going to looks like now Monday morning. This is when we're going to see our 50s to 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts over the east end, your high wind warning conditions. And for us, we'll see wind gusts possibly 45 to as much as 50 miles an hour. This is when most of the power outages are going to occur overnight. And look, tomorrow we're still dealing with these winds. Here we are tomorrow morning at 8 in the morning, still dealing with damaging wind gusts 50 to 60 miles an hour across eastern Long Island. The winds have dropped off across the Jersey Shore, moving us to 11. We're still dealing with the winds here. So tomorrow is going to probably wind up being more windy than today has been. Here we are at 11 a.m., still dealing with nearly 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And then as we get toward 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, the winds are still going at gusting close to 43. Very strong northeast winds here. Very rough conditions out there. Still 5, 6 o'clock, still dealing with these wind gusts into the 40s. And that's because the storm is stalled out and slowly moving away. So we start to see the winds start subsiding after 10 o'clock tomorrow. But as you can see, if I change that from now, then you can see it's only mildly better than what we're seeing right now. So it's still going to be windy throughout the day tomorrow into the evening. Obviously, we can look at the possibility for drizzle and stuff like that. This has a little more of a showery look to it, so it may not have drizzle. It seems like it gets a little less numerous as we get to it later in the evening, but there could still be some scattered drizzle, but it won't be as wet and as rainy as today was. But the wind is going to be, I think, more of an issue tomorrow, at least according to this model, which is the HRRR we're looking at. Let's go look at the oceans as well, because this is when we're going to start seeing our big waves here are flooding in the middle of the night, 15 to 16 feet here. Here we are, still seeing that 16 feet. It's still very big waves on the beaches tomorrow, 12 feet. Extremely big waves, 12 feet, 13 feet. So watch out for some really big waves tomorrow. and coastal flooding along the barrier islands. That's why Fire Island ferry service will be suspended through the day tomorrow. It will be way too dangerous, and hopefully everybody got off of Fire Island. I wouldn't want to be there right now. There's going to be a lot of flooding there, I'm sure. Let's go to windy.com. This is our other model. This is the European model. Go to wind gusts. You'll see it will become worse as we go on through tomorrow. You'll see that area of stronger winds kind of make their way in. Again, that's when we're going to see tomorrow morning is going to be rough. Good thing it's a sunny holiday, Columbus Day, so if you don't have to commute, don't, because I don't think it's going to go very well for the railroads with these winds. There are going to be some service suspensions. Certain areas, you can see these winds still going. Here we are, 4 o'clock tomorrow. The winds are still going, 42-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And if you're in Neptune, you're dealing with Jersey Shore, still dealing with it seems like it's the southern. This is the Euro, so it's a little different. It all depends on the placement of this low and where that all sets up. So the winds, again, as we get into the evening, the winds slowly die up, but they're still going pretty good. Here we are at midnight tomorrow night. They're still going because the storm is going to stall out. And that's the problem. And here we are, still dealing with some breezy conditions, even on Tuesday. So, yeah, this is going to be a long-duration wind event because, again, the storm's going to stall out. I'm just going to show the visibility just to see if we have any of that damn drizzle around tomorrow. And the Euro is saying that we may have some drizzle around tomorrow. That's very hard to predict, as you know. There could be some, that would be a real nasty, wind-driven, drizzly day, perhaps, with a chance of some heavier showers and thunderstorms. We'll have to see. But this is saying definitely looks like we're going to have some sucky drizzle with that wind, so it definitely will not be pleasant to be outside for a second day in a row, though it won't be the same kind of rain we had today. It's still going to be wet, and with that wind, it's going to feel pretty miserable out there. So I'll continue to post updates as I can on this storm. Right now, nothing too crazy, but it's going to get worse as time goes on, especially, like I said, overnight and tomorrow morning, I think, is the worst part of it. Let's see if the trains have any problems. They do not. Let's see if NJ Transit has any problems and see if they have any issues. It looks like there are some service adjustments at NJ Transit. So let's see. So out of abundance, NJ Transit, the following service adjustments. Cross-honoring for today and tomorrow. All right, so there is a coastline is suspended between Bay and Long Branch at the end of the service day on Monday to October 13th. That is probably due to the risk of flooding. Atlantic City rail line is suspended as well. All rail services, the following routes are suspended. So they've actually shut down these bus routes here. The 313, the 315, the 317, the 319, believe it or not, and the 559. And the following routes are already detoured due to flooding. So there's been flooding, it looks like, along the Jersey Shore in Atlantic City. All right? Access Link is suspended in Southern Ocean County, Cumberland, Cape May, and Atlantic County. And so it looks like they are dealing with some pretty significant things over there. I'm really surprised they've shut down the 319. And the one, I guess the 137 is still running, but the 319 is not running down to Toms River. So only the 137 seems to be running at this point. And the 559 to Lakewood, Atlantic City, which, again, leaving a lot of people stranded. I know the conditions are bad, but that bad, this is why I'm glad I don't live in New Jersey. They really don't take their pulse. Let's see if Nice Bus has done any service suspensions or any alerts. Still no alerts from them. And what about Suffolk County Transit? Any alerts from them? No. So at least on Long Island, it looks like the public transportation is running. But if you're in Jersey, you're screwed. So that's why I'm glad I don't live there and why I don't want to live there once again. They don't care about leaving people stranded, apparently, like this. I mean, I know it's a storm, but they overreact just a little bit, I think. It's not a hurricane. So anyway, that's it. I'll keep you updated on the storm. Have a good night.